She stood by him when he had nothing. She believed in him. She encouraged him. She helped him build his life. And the moment that he became successful, he chose somebody else. Ladies, sometimes the warning signs are already sitting at the table. You just need to know how to read the menu. Hello, my single lovelies. It's Denise with Dating Food Talks. It is Sunday, and we are doing a Sunday recap. What does that mean? That means a viewer has written to me and wants me to help them with tasty and not tasty in a situation of their dating. So if you like what I have to say, give me a little bit of a like. And if you think somebody needs to hear this, share it on over. Okay, so this is pretty important because this happens a lot while two people are dating. And today, the lady that wrote me is asking me how to spot this a little bit earlier, right? Because more than a few people have been talking about this, where they're actually in a relationship and they're helping someone, but then doesn't go so well going into the future, right? So this is what she told me. She said, Denise, I have helped this man through everything, right? That's what women do, right? We nurture. And she said, when I met him, he was struggling. He didn't have any direction. I motivated him emotionally, financially. And she stood by him as he was building his career. But then she said one day, once his success had finally come, shortly after that, he left her for somebody else. Are you kidding me? So she's asking me, how do you not see this coming? And I just told her very simply, this is what I have to say. Sometimes you actually can see it, especially when you're on a date. So here's the first thing you need to look for when you're sitting at the table. Does he talk about what he's building, but never about who he wants to build it with? Because there's a difference. I mean, some people love the idea of success or status and money and growth, but when they describe their future, you're missing in it, right? So you got to listen for that. And ladies, you need to pay attention to how someone treats you when they are struggling. Do they appreciate your presence, or do they treat you like, emotional staff? Because some people do not want a partner. They want a support system. So what is tasty? A tasty is a man who talks about partnership, teamwork, and building a life together. Not tasty is a man who speaks like he's climbing this mountain alone and you're carrying his backpack. That's not partnership. It's emotional labor, right? So let's talk about something that is a little bit uncomfortable. Some people date what I like to call a starter partner, right? They see how successful you are and you got your life together and they think, I need that, right? I need that in someone. And that person is one that is helping them survive this very difficult chapter. The one who listens, who encourages, who supports, believes in them before anybody else believes in them. And, they want to level up. They start shopping for a different lifestyle that they think they're going to match a new identity, right? So you've helped them, they get there, and then you're out. And if someone values more, the status than the loyalty, success is revealing itself. I know it's hard to hear that. So you got to look to how to spot this, all right? So let's say you're going to dinner. You need to listen carefully. When he is talking about his success, does he only mention, what he wants, his goals, his image, his future? Or does he naturally speak in terms of we or us? Also, pay attention to the gratitude. Does he acknowledge that you've helped him? Or does he just speak like he's achieved this, all on his own? Because people who forget the hand that fed them, no pun intended, usually forget the heart that was loving them also during this time. So Tacy is someone who grows and pulls you closer, someone who values the loyalty while building the success. Not Tasty is someone who expects your support during their struggle, then upgrades their dating life when they succeed. I don't think so. Ladies, never confuse being needed as being valued. Big difference. So, Food Talks always tells you the truth. And building with someone can be beautiful. It can. But only when they see you as a partner in that future. All right? Not just part of the climb. I'm Denise. Dating Food Talks always tells you the truth. I'd love to hear in the comments, have you ever helped somebody and they left you? Were you able to see those signs? Okay, my single lovely. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.